Good morning, everyone. It is Feature Friday, and I thought it would be fun to go through kind of the top of the offer page menu. Number one, because it has some new features and a new look to it, but also number two, it is kind of the epicenter of a lot of the questions that I get asked on chat. So I'm going to do that for about 10 minutes and then we'll take questions and stuff like that this morning. So let me share my screen. There we go. And now I just need to find that screen on my computer. All right, perfect. So as you can see, this is the dashboard inside Page Wheel. When you come in, you're going to say, what do you want to do today? This is the first place that if you haven't been here for a week or two, you're like, wait, that's a little bit different. It looks the same, but we actually moved the furniture on you and rearranged the order in which this is. So the create my sales page, make a digital product, or get social copy. And you also can see that the language on that's a little bit more simple and clarification on that. So today I thought it would be fun just to create a sales page. So, and this will be a little bit different when you come to it next time because we're actually redesigning this to be a little bit simpler as well. We're gonna do a pink goldfish owner's manual today. And let's just make the offer page. We could go in and put a description and all that kind of stuff, but the AI generation really only needs you to put in the name, and AI will make up the rest. So just depending on how much editing you want to do or how specific you want to go is how much time you want to spend on that page. And we're just going to let it load for a second. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to add an image to this. Pink goldfish swimming in a fishbowl. And while it's working on its magic on that. So when you go straight to create a website, you're going to skip all of that digital product book creation. I'll show you in a minute how you can add that later if you want to, or you could just make a standalone page, and that page could be for anything. In this case, the pink goldfish, but so let's go ahead and add that. And so that's going to add that on here. And then let's go back up and we're just going to walk through some of the different buttons up here. So the digital product here, this is the type of funnel. And by funnel, basically all a funnel means is that it's a series of pages that work together. So a funnel is basically, hey, an offer page is connected to a delivery page, and then it triggers something else. In our case, it's going to trigger that delivery email. But there's all sorts of different types. So if you wanted like a webinar about pink goldfish, or short and sweet, meaning that you don't need to give very much information. If you want to create a lead magnet, that's probably the most common one that we see, coaching call, all this kind of stuff. You can just change this and it would just change the whole page. And by change the whole page is the AI information will stay the same, but the layout will be a little bit different. Now, how is the layout different? Well, Rachel and I sat down and thought, well, if you have a webinar, what sections would you need? If you have a 5-day challenge, what sections do you need? So it's not like super secret brain surgery behind the scenes. In fact, any of these funnels could be made into any other funnels because remember, they're made in sections and we just stacked them differently based on that. So don't be afraid to stick with one or go with another or switch back and forth because really in the end, it's going to be you get to choose your own adventure on that. So there's that. And then here is basically the pages that are connected of that funnel or website. So the offer page and then the delivery page. This allows you to go back and forth. Then this, anytime you see the AI assist in the header for the whole page, if I was to change this, in fact, let's pink goldfish in a glass bowl. When I change the prompt there, it's going to rewrite the whole entire page for that. So I know every once in a while we get somebody who's like, uh-oh, I just rewrote the whole entire page. It's because you went there and did that. But let me show you if, and by the way, there's an undo button now. So I could go back there and revert it to the other. But a lot of times when you're in a panic, you might forget that undo button. And by the way, don't go, if you go make a bunch of changes and then push it, there's going to be things that are in transition, if that makes sense. But if I was to undo that right now, you could totally do that. But let's say if I just wanted to go down here and change just the AI in this section, I could rerun just the AI for that section. And let me show you what that looks like. So you could say, hey, I want to and it's just going to rerun the AI for this section. And I could make it like more flowery and pizzazzy. I could shorten it. A lot of times you're like, oh, that's just too wordy. I just want something shorter. Or you can extend it. Like, I need more information in that, or I need more space to explain it. So you can do any of those things when you rerun a section. Now, in this case, let's go over here, add a digital product. So like, remember when I had the owner's manual, like the pink goldfish owner's manual, I like, oh, I could just add that. So I could add a digital product, and guess what that's going to do? It's going to say, would I like to add one that's already available? So if I already had the pink goldfish manual, I could just add that right now. Or I could create a new product. And if you've ever used Page Builder before, you'll be very familiar. That's going to start me over at the very beginning. And I'm going to create that digital product, and it will be attached into this website. Product details, this will be changing just a little bit in the future, but that's like, hey, I have an affiliate product on Amazon. I have an affiliate product on Digistore. These are places where you could put that affiliate link, and it would pull information from that and populate your website. Now, be aware that if you do that, it will rewrite the entire website because it's going to assume that you're promoting that product. The brand your product means that, like, let's say you get to this stage and you're like, those colors, which in this case was a Christmassy type palette. Let's switch it out for something that's a little bit more conducive to pink goldfish. And when I do that, it's going to reapply those colors. Oop, something went wrong. Let me see if we can get it back. It's going to reapply those colors to the website. You see what I just did on that case? I just refreshed the screen when something went wrong. If that had not worked, then what I would want you to do is come down here to this chat button and say, hey, Holly, you don't have to call me by name. This is what happened. I lost my work, or I need some help or something like that. And by the way, generally, if we have autosave along the way. So even if the screen had gone blank and I wouldn't have been able to get it back, what I could have done is gone back to the dashboard, and I would have seen that product or the start of the funnel there to click into, and you would click back to the website, and you should have most of the work up until maybe the last 10 seconds of the changes that we've made. So, but even if you go back to the dashboard and it works, I would like to hear about it, because I don't want that happening to you again. And I want the tech team to be aware of it so that we can fix it. So don't ever, like, this button is like your lifeline, but it's also our lifeline. Don't ever feel like you're bothering us, because we need to fix things so that it's an easier transition. All right, so you see it changed the colors. And then the last one, this is kind of a new one, and this is one that I use quite a bit, is the lock page. So this, when and if you're in and out of Pagewell a lot, you may have had this experience when a lot of times you're like, I need to go change one sentence or one word in that in that email that's at the end of the series. And so you're clicking through looks good next, which is a hard save of those things all the way through the steps. Well, you could potentially accidentally hit a button, change things. And so one of the things is if you get to a point where you're like, oh, that's perfect, come up here and lock the page. So that way you can flip through the pages, go back and forth, and even hitting the looks good next page without changing it. And then if you're like, oh, I really want to edit this right now, it'll just say, look, your page is locked. So you can just go and unlock it. So that's just a simple thing. Once you get everything kind of exactly like you want it, just go ahead and lock that page just as a safety thing. The pricing here is just if you can, it starts out free. If you want to add a price, you can just type that in right there if it's not on that list. If you add a price and you don't have your Stripe connected, what will happen is it will ask you to do that before it lets you go on. And then the last thing I want to show you here is that we have different currencies, which corresponds to the different languages that you can do Pagewheel in. So just FYI. And then let's look above, and this is where things are a little bit different. Instead of those big buttons, we have those three options: create sales page, make a digital product, or get social copy up here. So you could flip out of this and go straight to a new project if you wanted to. When you change this, that's going to change it for the whole site. So if you go into Mexican Spanish, you're going to end up with your whole Pagewheel experience being in that language. So use that if you want to learn a new language, if you want to play around, you can always switch back, by the way. And then remember, this will take you to your list, get help, and then your account settings, which has a whole bunch of other stuff in it. So let me see. The other thing I wanted to just show you, this is probably the most common problem that I have people asking for. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. And I'm going to say, hey, I want to edit this right here. So I clicked in, but I can't see the editor bar. Do you see that? So I'm like clicking all around and I'm like, this isn't working. This isn't working. Well, that's because the editor bar pops up at the top of the section. If you have a really long section, like in this case, you're not going to see the editor bar unless you scroll up. So just be aware that you need to be able to, if you're like, oh, I really want to bold something or I want to add a link, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's because that editor bar is just a little bit higher than where you are. Now on these short ones, it doesn't make a difference. You'll see it right away, but just be aware those sections are edited section by section. So that's probably the most common problem that I run into when people are like, this isn't working. It's because they're missing the editor bar, meaning that it's scrolled higher than they are. And then one of my favorite things that we've added in the last few months is the ability to change the background colors. So you can change, background colors to make these look a lot different. What also you can do is change the background colors all the way down. So if you want like a whole page that's the same background color, all the sections are the same, you can. We are often a little too colorful for people, meaning that we have background colors that are different for each section, and you can override that or change it in some way. The other thing that you can do is you can add a background image now. So let's say ocean. I really can. Filled with pink fish. What you can do is apply a background image. So really a much more modern feel sometimes to websites. Makes it really fun. And obviously you could upload your own image, but a lot of you are using these sites for like an authority site or something like that. And so that gives you more of a website-y look. And then we could blur it or add, we could darken it depending on what you want this look to look for here. So all sorts of different gradients. You could also enhance the image so that we put into a filter. Let's do like the moon one. And so you can get a lot of different looks really, really quickly. I like that because sometimes the AI generated images are too cartoony or not, it feels not like in the right, I don't know, feel for what you're trying to do. Whereas you can see if you turn it black and white or turn up or down the color, you might get exactly the feel you want to go with your website. So what I would encourage you to do is if you're using this a lot, is go in. None of this is like undoable. Is play with it a little bit, get to know what the buttons do, add sections. Remember that you can add any of these sections that are here. You can subtract sections by deleting it. You can hide them if you just want to get rid of them for a short period of time and not have the user see it. But mix and match and realize that each one of these sections are like little Lego bricks that you can stack on your own. And you can move them up and down so that once you're like, okay, I need these three sections, but I need this section lower, then just move it down and that it'll just move it down one section and you can move it down again and move it down again. And it gives you a lot of ability to mix and match your website. And this is kind of the bottom line. I had a friend message me yesterday that said, "Hey, are you still working with this website company that I used to do some trainings for?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love them." I was like, "But do you need a full website? Like, are you going to be writing content? Are you going to be, posting things on your site, or do you just need a landing page, of information?" And she goes, "Well, I want to have a opt-in and I want to give them the information to send them to my social media and stuff like that." I'm like, "You don't need to build a website anymore. You could just do that in Page Wheel." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Have you not been paying attention to what I've been doing?" So if there's something that you're like, "Hey, how do I do this?" and you get in here and it doesn't make sense to you, just hit this button and we will walk through it. Because if you just need a simple website, you're going to be able to build that in Page Wheel really, really easily. So, all right, let me stop my share here. Brenda.
That has been a question that I've kind of left on the wayside. Is the darn website. Like I get so caught up in that. So we build landing pages, etc. But my goal, and I know I've talked to you about this before, Holly, but it was kind of thrown away, was to house my coaching, the course I'm creating, just a simple website that I
Yep.
can have all my products go back to and people click. So
Yes.
can you walk me through that again,
Yes.
just briefly? Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, do you mind sharing your screen and your account?
Oh no, you're asking me way too many questions.
Okay.
Hold
Do
on
you mind?
here.
Yeah. If you can do it, or I can log into yours. But I actually think it'd
Okay.
be better if you logged in
Yeah.
because I want you to feel empowered to do this because it's super
Yeah.
simple. Mm.
Hey, Holly.
Yeah.
Um, if you go to aprilbrom.com/links,
Uh-huh.
you'll see what I did, just like what she's talking about.
Okay.
It's really it's a place to house everything that I do. And it's
Oh,
very concise, it's very simple, and that might help her. I'm not sure if it sounds like that's what she's looking for.
I
I
am.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to share my screen just a second, and I'll show what April's talking about. So April built this in Page Wheel. April's list, follow me on, here's her social media. Here's one of her products. Here's her community. Here's her network marketing opportunity. Here's a shop. Here's another shop. Here's her top, one of her top, uh, and then one of her top products. And you see, she just made it into a simple website using Page Wheel.
I'm not actually seeing any of that because I'm still trying to log
Oh,
into my
that's okay.
account.
And
But
what I'll
let
put
me-
I'll put the link
Yeah.
in the
Why is this not working? I need to.
I'm gonna come back. I keep losing my
Maybe you
And
can
the
come
reason why
back.
I made it, the reason why I made every section the same, Holly, is because Janine and I went through this. And if you alternate it and make it like picture words, words,
Yeah.
pictures, pictures, then when you look at it on mobile, it doesn't flow well.
Okay. Yeah. I think it links or link?
aprilbrum.com/link.
Oh,
Links.
link.
I think it's
Links.
plural.
Okay. I just put it
Yeah.
into the chat. Plural.
It's
Yeah.
plural.
So I had that same experience in that I like the multicolor websites, but sometimes it's just a little much. And that's one of the ways that or the other option you could do is a gradient where it's like the same color, but it's getting darker or lighter as the links go down, as the sections go down. So there's different ways to kind of decrease the, oh my gosh, in your face if you want to on that.
I got into my account.
Yay. Okay. See if you
So-
can share your screen. There's a green button at the bottom of the Zoom
Yep.
thing.
Did that work? Did that
Yep.
work?
Yep,
Okay.
sure did. Okay. So let's go down and just scroll down so we can see your recent products. So which one did you, I know you were working on a coloring book, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, let me go over.
What
I think what I was.
Yeah, let's
Go
start
ahead,
with
Molly.
what you want a landing page that has all the things. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And is
Yeah.
that what you had started here with Brenda?
I think I may have. It's been a bit.
Okay.
So let's see what I have here.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
I can
So-
change all of this, but anyway.
You don't need to. Yeah. So, okay. So on this page, let's just talk through what you want on this page. Okay. So what do you want to accomplish on this page?
My coaching,
Okay. So
Offer-
coaching. Okay.
and then with that coaching, it's going to have modules that go with it.
Okay.
Or
So,
like,
okay,
sorry.
let's walk back. Is this landing page to find all the things, or is this landing page to actually deliver the coaching program?
It would be to deliver the coaching program.
Okay.
But I also see that all my products would be on there as well as I create them.
Okay. So
Maybe-
let's work backwards just a little bit, because I think, and this is, Brenda, I'm so glad you brought this up, because this is a really, really, really common thing. So in Page Wheel, you're building I want you to think about it as like kind of a mini website. So
Okay.
it's like, it's one page, and then if you need to use the delivery page, you have that there. And why do I say if you need to use the delivery page? If you don't have any calls to action on that first page that need to be delivered, you could just, it's just a one-page website and nobody sees the rest. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
So like what April did, and I don't know if she may be actually delivering something on that page, but what a lot of people do on the website, like we saw with April, is that she's actually only using the front page without any of the delivery, because she's sending them to other Page Wheel mini websites.
Okay.
So what and this makes it a lot simpler in your brain, so it's not overwhelming. So what I want you to do is think about, I need to put together a website and delivery for my coaching program. Okay. And that way, that sales page is like, hey, here's Brenda's coaching program. This is what you're going to learn. This is why you want to do it. And then the delivery page of that would be, hey, here's video 1, here's video 2, here's video 3, here's a handout, or whatever that looks like for you. Or show up at my Facebook group at this time, and the delivery process will happen. So you're going to make a website for the coaching program. What else do you want to deliver on that main page? Your products. What kind of products do you have?
Well, maybe you can walk me through this.
Yeah.
Lead magnets that they can just download for free.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to make, you're going to make a lead magnet mini site so that you can say, hey, and what's one of the lead magnets that you're going to make, like kind of big picture?
The journal would be one.
Okay, so then you say, okay, so we're making and I would start with a digital product and say, hey, I'm making Brenda's journal for XYZ, and go ahead and make it. And then the website will be like, hey, download Brenda's journal right here. And so that website would be all about the journal. And when they filled out the information, they would be delivered the journal. Okay, so now we have your coaching program website and delivery, and then your lead magnet for the journal website. Let's say you want another lead magnet, and we're just going to put a priority calendar. So then you'll have another website. You'll have another, let's make the priority calendar, and the website that's attached to that will say Brenda's priority calendar, download here. And then the delivery page would be that product. So now we have the coaching, we have the first lead magnet, we have the second lead magnet, and then take deep breath. It's going to be okay. Then when we're like, oh, now, you know what? I want a page where people can choose the coaching program, the first lead magnet, the second lead magnet. So what you would do is kind of like what April did, is you're going to make a 4th website product that is just a page that links to those other places, but you want them to go through the process of each of those things, so you can either take their money or have them opt in and get them on your email address. So what I would do is just start. Probably the easiest thing is to start with one of them. Lead magnet might be the easiest one to do from start to finish. So you have a finished first product. And then you could go out and promote that and get some opt-ins while you build the landing page to link to it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that a lot of times it's overwhelming when we're like, I need to deliver all the things all at once. And this is really, I want you to do this bite-sized pieces. So let's make a lead magnet from start to finish so you have something to share. And then, okay, what's the next priority? The coaching program. So you have something to sell. Okay, let's make that. Once you have those 2 pieces, then it makes total sense to make a landing page that says, hey, I'm Brenda. Do you want free stuff? Go here. Do you want to, join my coaching program? Get more information here. So that landing page is going to be something that shares the things that you already have put together, but you're sending them to a sales page or an opt-in page that sells whatever that they're seeking.
So my main page will literally just be one page that's opt-in for my main website that I can feed on everything else too.
You can feed. So let's say you start with just one lead magnet and the coaching program on that page, just like April has. Then when you add another lead magnet or maybe a 5-day challenge, you can just go into that authority page or that
Yeah.
feature page and just add those in as sections and say, oh, I have a new product. Go see it here. And then that way, when you like when you're thinking, what link do I put in my bio? Well, when you event like right now, you'll put whatever link you have, like whatever's active.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once you get this authority page or your feature page launched, then you're going to go put that link in bio because it's a summary of everything that you do.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
don't have to do it all at once. In fact, it's going to be overwhelming if you do it all at once. So I would just say, do one thing and then another thing and then another thing. And just, because you're going to be around doing this in 3 months and 6 months in a year. So let's build this out strategically and not worry about, having everything launched today.
That is wonderful. You really simplified that. It's getting in there now, I think.
All right, cool. All right, it was Christina that has the coloring page. Let's talk to you, Christina.
Okay, so you're going to be talking to Emma because that's actually who you've been talking to.
Oh, hey, Emma, it's so good to see you.
Hi, nice to see you too.
So do you need us to share our screen?
Yes, please. So let me give a little bit of background, and you correct me where I'm wrong, Emma, is that you have a coloring book that you are wanting to share with the world, and it's a holiday one, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So just to get everybody up to speed, go ahead and click on this little button right there and just flip through the book so that everybody can see what we're doing. So you can see this is a product that they made probably in Canva or somewhere else and then uploaded as a PDF into the system of PageWheel. So it is now part of PageWheel, but she used the PDF upload for this. All right. Is there anything you want to add to this?
Well, we thought this last page was going to be like the back of the book because it says inside you'll find. But how do I do that first of all?
So this is first of all, this will not show up. Because remember that what they're downloading is not actually a book. They're downloading a PDF series. So think of what you would take to a printer. That's what, so you don't really need an end of book. If you're like, hey, no, I want it to feel like a book, you could add an additional page that says whatever you want to. So you could do a PageWheel page or one that you upload from another source.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to have you do is push the approved publish.
You said it wasn't there.
Okay, hang on.
That.
It's Jennifer popping in here real quick. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, are you trying to say that this page here that you see that says the Positive Hope and Healing Coloring Book, is that page you were wanting up front for them to see first? Okay, just checking. Sorry. Just making sure.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, no, the first page was going to be, Holly and I were going back and forth about this because they had, I was trying to create my own cover page in PageWheel, but there was no Christmas.
So she made her own. Okay, let's talk about this just a second because it comes up a lot too. And I'm so thankful for you guys asking these questions. So she had this coloring book that did not have a cover. Because you're like, oh, I'll just make a cover in PageWheel, which you can do, but it's general covers, So a lot of people are okay with, hey, I'm going to put a Christmas color palette and then choose one of the general covers because it will be all those Christmassy colors. So Christina and Emma did that and they're like, I don't really like the way that looks. I want something specific. So they went to Canva or elsewhere and then uploaded their own cover. And that's how we got to this point. So good job. All right. So go ahead and push the approve publish product button. And what this is going to do is this is going to just put it into that PDF format that your user will eventually download. By the way, you could go back and edit this at any point. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want you to click the download now. But I also want you to, and that will open in a new window. And then okay, so this is what the person will download. Do you see that? So it's all in a row.
Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. And then they're going to be able to color.
Yeah, and so so
Okay.
that download now button is there for, you could download it if you want to, but a lot of times I just want to see what it's going to look like to make sure I don't want to go edit more.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and say create the website. All right, here we are. So scroll up a little bit. So here, and so right now, this is the color palette that you have. Do you want it more Christmassy?
Oh, I think we thought this was going to be like my web page, like general web page. So we were trying to do my positive widow colors, which my
Which is-
whole thing around
Which
the
is totally
beach.
fine. It's totally up to you. This is the web page that is going to promote this coloring book. So
I don't think we understood that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
you-
Christmassy.
Okay, so but I think way you're thinking is totally fine. Like you might want all your sales pages to have your positive widow colors, and that's totally fine. Or in this case, you're like, oh, we're just running a holiday special that's going to come and go. So I would rather do Christmassy. So it's either way is totally fine. So if you want to change it, let's push this button right here. And you can always change it back, by the way.
Start doing this stuff. Yeah.
So brand your product. So let's just go click. Yeah, actually, this is probably the most Christmassy, and you could come in and change this later. I'm
Right.
just going to show you and then go ahead and push the looks good next. All right, so now you have Christmassy colors up here. And by the way, you could change those out by using that button and all that kind of stuff. You could also click on any section and change the color within it. So the Positive Widow Holly, let's see. Can you click right here? Don't change anything. Is there any words past that? I can't see because of the way the window's really small.
No, did you not add any more? Let's see.
I did yesterday, but I did everything I did yesterday because I got confused.
Oh, we had more, but she undid it because we were so confused at this page.
Okay. Then I love that you were confused at this page. So so let me have you click in here and let's get rid of all of that text. And tell me about
Oh, it won't let us, right? Will it?
Yeah, you can just backspace delete it.
Okay.
Okay. So it does have the Hope and Healing coloring book. Tell me, so if you were going to describe this to like a 5-year-old, what is special about this coloring book?
Well, it's not for a 5-year-old.
No, I know, but describe it as if I was 5, because remember AI is like 5 years old. I mean, like in its brain.
Oh, it's if you are having anxiety, if you're feeling alone during the holidays, it's to help with widow's fog, to calm your brain, to just put you back in the present moment, calm any of your nervous system, regulation, things like that.
Okay, so let's type something in there like coloring book to calm anxiety and clear widow's fog.
During the holidays?
During the holidays. And then say by.
BY or BUY?
Yeah, BY. So, and then you're put I'm sorry, remind me of your brand name again.
The Positive Widow.
The Positive Widow. Okay. Yeah. Positive Widow. All right. And then go ahead and hit this, rerun the AI button. So when you have something that's named, something a little bit nuanced, AI is not going to get it. So a lot of times you need to spell it out for AI. And so you'll get a lot better results if you're really, really clear about what it is. And then remember, this is just a draft. So let's say you didn't like one of the, but it's actually pretty good. Navigating the
It is
holiday
good.
season can be overwhelming, especially when grief and fog cloud your thought. I love this. But if you're like, I don't love the third sentence, or I don't like the way they phrase this, you could just go in, click, and then edit it a little bit and say, I want to say it this way, or I want
Okay.
it that way. So, all right, so let's keep going. Let's scroll down a little bit. And anything that you have see here, you could go in and edit. I like the way that looks. It gives them a
Yes.
little bit of preview. Keep
Yes.
going. And here again, this section sometimes is a little stilted just because we're trying to solve all people's problems with these bullet points. So you might go in and say, oh, I think I want to change these bullet points a little bit. And you could just click and edit it just like you were editing a document, okay?
So how do I edit? So later I'll do it, but how do I edit?
Just click,
Go back to that
just
button.
click. So just click anywhere in the text.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's easy. Okay.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
were
just-
overcomplicating this.
I was suspicious of that when I was talking to you guys yesterday.
We were so overwhelmed. We needed the coloring because we were getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, but I couldn't get it downloaded for you because you wouldn't go to the next step. And then
And Holly, remind them that the format is at the top of that section if they
yeah,
want
so
full.
just like so you see when you click here, just go ahead and click in there so that you're gonna edit. Just click into any text in this section. So you
Okay.
want to see this editor bar because that's going to give you the ability to do all the things, add bold, add links, change background colors, all that kind of stuff.
Did that come up when I clicked inside?
When you
or-
click in a section, that will pop up above the section. And just like we showed
Okay.
earlier, if you have a really long section, you might not see it. So scroll up a little bit and make sure that it's there.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And then if you, like, for instance, let's just look at this. If you don't like the way this looks, you could replace that with a different image. You could have AI generate an image, that kind of stuff, whatever
Okay.
you want to do. All right, let's scroll down a little bit further. I
Holly,
don't,
is this going to be in the Page Wheel group?
the video. What are
Yeah,
you
this
talking-
recording's going to be in the Page Wheel group.
Yeah, it'll be on the replay page of the Learn site.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you. I'm about to arrive at my parents' house, but I want to watch the rest of it. And this will
All
be
right.
really good to show to my clients too.
Yeah,
Thank
no, I think this is a common problem. All right. Okay, why thousands trust our coloring book. Probably not a section you need. So let me have
No.
you just click on this. All right. Now you could delete the section, or if you're scared, you could just hide the section.
I mean, I just want to delete it.
All right, then push the trash can. All right,
Okay.
it's gone. So you
Thank
see,
you.
you can do that with any section. So if you're like, I don't need this, click on it, make sure that's the only part of the section, and then you can delete it if you want to, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Now, if you had, let's see, you're going to want to change you're going to change your picture. So click on this, and so you're going to change that picture later so that you're going to add your own picture.
I can add my cover, that's on my book.
You could add the cover on your book or why don't you put a picture of yourself there?
Oh, that's what I meant. I
Yeah.
have this is on all of my
Perfect.
product.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's exactly what
Okay.
so go ahead
Okay.
and add that. And we won't do that right this minute.
Yeah, I was gonna
'cause-
say I can do that later.
Yeah,
How
so
do I-
go ahead and X out of this. And then the other thing is that this is written by AI. That is not going to be specific enough for your people, okay? Because you
Right.
want your heart to come through and say, listen, I've been through this. The holidays suck. Like, and I'm going to help you get through it and make good memories and not just be miserable. So you're going to go in and you're going to edit the section as to why you're the person to deliver this coloring book
Okay.
from your heart. And the cool thing is next time you write a funnel or a website page, that what you write in here today will auto-populate instead of the AI. So it'll be easier for you to modify this each time, is because it's going to pull the previous about you into your next funnel. That we do that just because we know that AI is a little too general in this section. All right, let's go down a little bit further. So this is going to be your where they are. By the way, are they buying this or are they opting in?
No, they're buying it, and
Okay.
then they'll have access to a 2-hour holiday Zoom meeting with me when they buy this.
Oh, okay. Then let's go up and I'm glad you mentioned that. Let's go up and up to the very, very top. What are you charging for this?
I don't know, $9.99 or $14.95 when I was going back and forth with it.
All right, let's go ahead and do you have your stripes connected yet?
Nope, I was
Okay.
just starting to do that. when
Okay,
we
no
were
worries.
walking.
So I'm gonna let's go ahead and push that down arrow right
do I-
here by my price. I
Oh,
circled
I
it.
probably don't see it because of let me see if I can move the Zoom room.
Yeah,
thing.
I know the Zoom. So where it says my price free, there's a little down arrow.
Okay.
All right. So this is where, right here is where you're going to type in whatever price you want to put. And
Oh,
then
I-
all of the buttons will change to that. But we're going to keep it free because Pagebuild will not allow you to publish a funnel that has a price if you don't have your Stripe connected. Otherwise, where does that money go? So, so anyway, let's keep it free. But as soon as you have Stripe connected, you're going to want to go ahead and change this, and then all the buttons will say $14.95 or whatever you guys decide. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, there was one other thing I was going to have you do. Oh, come down here and click into here. All right, we're going to add a section.
Oh, so we hit plus. Okay.
Because we need to tell them about this Zoom call, okay?
Oh, yes.
All
It's
right.
a group coaching program. Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh,
probably
thank you.
you could do like you could scroll through. So what we're going to add is and this is something you guys can think about. You could lead with the Zoom call. Hey, I'm going to sit down and walk you through this. And by the way, you're going to get this coloring book too. Or you can say, hey, here's this coloring book. And oh, by the way, it comes with this amazing coaching session. So
yeah,
you're going to,
it's a sisterhood connection, so they don't feel alone during the holidays.
yeah,
It's a
so
group.
So what you're going to do is add a section that will explain all about that Zoom call, coaching, sisterhood situation. And then then you'll go in and edit the section so that it makes sense, like, oh, but wait, that's not all, it's kind of a thing, so that they understand when they buy this, they get the coloring book and the coaching session for that amount of money. Okay?
Perfect. Thank
So
you.
just add a section that makes sense, and any of these sections can be added. If you want a little video, you can put a little video in there about it, whatever works for you.
Oh, I
Mhm.
can put a video there too.
Yeah. So if you want to do that, you could too. Here, in fact, let's just add a video section. You can always, you've seen how we can delete it or get rid of
Yeah.
it later. So let's go ahead and add a video. So you see where the video or image section is over here on the left-hand side?
Oh, I gotta move the Zoom thing again.
I know.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where is she? Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, and then go ahead and do the slider so that it goes to video instead of photo.
How cool is that?
And then just click on this big one.
Okay.
That's the one that most people use, so I'll just send you to that. So now scroll down.
I'm gonna move this again.
And see, there's your video section. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what you could do is, and by the way, when you click on the video section, it will say enter your YouTube link. So whatever you film, you'll just pop into YouTube. It can be unlisted, and then you'll just put the URL, the share URL of that video right
Okay.
here. And then above it, you can say, hey, I'm Christine. Let me explain to you what we're going to do this holiday to get you through.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
All right. Okay. So let us go up to the top, and we're going to just say, once you make all these changes, your offer page is done. Okay. So let's do the looks good next. You're just going to come back and edit it later, make a few tweaks and add the video. All right. Now, this is your delivery page. Okay. You made the coloring book inside of the system. So this first button and the second button, if you want to scroll down just a little bit, and the second button, up here. Yeah. So these first and second buttons, I'm going to put 1 and 2. Those are connected already to that coloring book. So when your person gets here, they'll just download the coloring book here. So if you don't do anything with those buttons, they'll automatically deliver that coloring book. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so we have the coloring book delivery taken care of on the delivery page, but you said that you were going to have a coaching program call with them. So how are you going to deliver that, Christina?
I always did it inside my private group.
Okay.
where I have like.
Okay. So perfect. So let's scroll down a little bit. And you see this section right here?
Oh, okay.
This is where you're going to edit it to say, here's where you're going to meet me for the coaching call, or here, join my private group, or whatever that is. And then you're going to click on this link.
Okay. And that's where could I put the Zoom link there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, so that's what I say. Click then on the little linky icon.
Oh, that stupid Grammarly thing is in my way. Okay.
And then what you're going to do is click here, and then you're going to put your Zoom link in right there.
Perfect. Okay.
Or it's a Zoom link. It could be a Facebook group link. It could be whatever, a scheduling link, whatever that looks like.
It'll
for
be
you.
on Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just add that right there so that they can get access as part of the delivery right here.
Perfect. Okay.
And then the other thing you could do is, like, let's say on that Zoom call, and I don't, this may not be applicable for your situation because you may be doing these one-on-one, but if, let's say you have a group call and not everybody shows up that purchased, then you could record that call, upload it to Unlisted in YouTube, and then change this link out to be that YouTube link, or you could embed it, either way, so that then if they could have the replay right here after the event is over.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's amazing. Yeah. Because I do send out the replays.
Okay.
Okay. This is going to be so much easier than emailing everyone individually for over 200 people that sign up.
Yes. No. We're hoping to scale this in a way that you don't have to worry about, like, it makes it easy for everyone. Okay. So now let's hit the looks good next button, because you can always come back and edit the things that we talked about. And you can always switch this out. Let's go ahead and say looks good next.
Yeah. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we have where they pay you, and they know that they're getting the 2 things. And then we had the delivery page where you delivered the 2 things. This is the delivery email. So in case they miss the information or they close their phone or whatever, this follows up with that information. They're going to feel like this comes from you, but we send it on your behalf. So what I want you to do is look at this later and edit it to make sure it has your voice and it sounds like, stuff that you want to say. Scroll down just a little bit. All right, this first link is always going to be the delivery of the PDF, so that coloring book. So you might want to change that language around, hey, download your coloring book or whatever like that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and then the number 2 is always going to go to that delivery page. And that's where you're delivering, you're that, telling them how to get to Zoom and stuff like that. So you could set, and that's also where their receipt will be, by the way. So, but there's also, you could add stuff. So if you could say, hey, here's your Zoom link, or, join my coaching program, go buy this. You could add whatever you want to on this page. This is just kind of a follow-up to that delivery process to make sure they can get it.
So is that like a landing page? Like I do have free resources that I give when they purchase my book, and they're like surviving the holidays after loss. It's just a quick PDF guide.
Okay, so on that case, you could that if it's a landing page, you might want to add that to the delivery page of that coloring book and Zoom link. You could add a section that says, hey, are you really worried about this season? I have even more resources. Go here.
Okay.
And then you could also add it here is, did you miss my additional resources for surviving the holidays? And just put a link in there to that as well.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And then I want to make sure that they can contact you if anything goes wrong. So we auto-populate your email, but if you want to do some other information, you can do that. Okay.
So I can change that to the Positive Widow.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
And we're pulling that from your account. So if you wanted to change this in your account settings, then it would always do that. Or you could just edit it. Whatever works best for you. All right. I'm going to have you publish the website and email.
Go ahead and answer. Sure.
All right. This is now, I want you to push the open button here. You can see that this is what the sales page looks like. And right now it's an opt-in page, so you won't share the link with anyone because you don't have it gated or finished. But this is basically what you've already created. So you can see that you just can go in and edit a few things and you'll be ready to sell.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, so in this section here where they were showing, because I want to show them some coloring pages instead of all the words.
Yeah,
I
so
could change
in this
that.
case, unfortunately, our system is rigid and it's just going to pull random pages. But if you want to go in and you could override that section for a different type of section, or you could go in and upload your own spread as a picture. So you could just change that out on your own if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you can change, in fact, let's go back to, click back on Page Wheel.
Hey, Emma, also put your mom's info in the chat. They're trying to reach her to be able to pay part of her stuff.
Oh, thank you. We can't see the chat right now.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I have them so busy right now.
We didn't want to miss a thing Holly was saying.
Fabulous.
Anybody can reach me at Facebook, Christina Napoleon, or ChristinaNapoleon@outlook.com. Okay. So where am I going?
So you're going to go back to Page Wheel,
How do I
the tab. We have this as in a new tab. Okay. You're going to X out here. Okay. So I want you to go to scroll up to the top. Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead and scroll. And we're going to go to the previous step because I'm going to show you how you can edit this. And you're going to X out of this. We're just kind of going backwards in the steps.
I got to move this. Hold on. I know you can't see, but we're moving the Zoom thing.
I know. I do the same thing. And I always feel like, all right, so we're back on this offer page. So let me have you come down to, you see how this is looking like that. You could do a spinner that would change this, or you could add a new section. Since you're pretty sure you're going to want to change this, let me have you move up a little bit so that, because we're going to want to see that editor bar, remember? So I have you click into this section. This is all one section.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, whenever you click into a section, you're going to click on text. All right, you see this button? That is the refresh section button. And you can just do the spinner and it will take you through all different ways that the same text appears, but it looks different. The layout's different. So you guys can just go through that and say, okay, yeah, that image is better for us, or we could upload an image that would make it better. And that will
Can
just
I do that? Can I try that now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see.
So see, here's that. That's one way to do it. But
Oh, they give you different options. Okay.
yeah, it'll take you through 12, 15 different options. And
Okay.
and don't worry, like you can always get back to that original one eventually. You just might have to push that button 10 times to do it.
Oh, okay, because I like the other one better. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
just keep clicking on that. And here's a little secret, by the way. If you want to see them all, go ahead and push that plus button.
Oh, okay.
And what they're rotating through is this hero section. So you could just scroll through this. Just scroll through these. You just added one, I believe.
Oh, sorry.
It's no problem because guess what? We can just delete it. All right, let me have you scroll down a little bit and you'll see what you just added. So you just added this one, which is probably not the best one for you. So let's
No.
have you click on that.
And then delete.
And you're going to delete it. All right.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is if you don't want to do the spinner, you could add the section you want, get it the way you wanted, and then go up and delete the one that was auto-populated. Does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
all that spinner is doing is taking you through all of the hero sections.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yes. The question I had about the Stripe account, when I just try to set up the Stripe,
Yes.
okay, it was asking me questions and I didn't want to get charged twice. So you already do a receipt, so I don't have to add that to Stripe for invoices because it's
Right.
Pagewheel does receipts.
So once you have your Stripe connected, then everything within Pagewheel happens automatically the way you set it up in Pagewheel. You don't have to go in and set up a product in Stripe and then set the product up in Pagewheel. Once you have that connected, you don't actually, there's people that have never logged into Stripe again once they get it set up.
Okay.
Because when that's one of the reasons why the payment integration is a little more challenging for Pagewheel is because we have it set up when you say, okay, I want this coloring book to be $13.95. It automatically connects with Stripe and says, hey, Stripe, set this up. It's $13.95. And so that behind the scenes, it's all happening automatically. The receipts coming automatically and all that kind of stuff. And then when you say, oh, it's like 2 days before Christmas, I want this to be $7. It alerts Stripe, hey, now we're charging $7.
Oh,
So
wow.
that you don't have to worry about that. Once you're connected, all that happens automatically. The only time you might need to get into Stripe is, for Pagewheel products is like, let's say someone is like, listen, I hate this coloring book. I want to be refunded.
Oh.
Then you would go back into Stripe and work your customer service that way.
Okay.
And
Okay.
people are crazy. It might happen. It's stupid, but yeah, like it's just the way it is. And by the way,
I've never had to offer a refund before, so that would be like,
no. I'm telling you, I run a $5 subscription. People get $5 a month. And that is like the people are the most angry.
Oh my God.
$5. So it's okay that there's other things going on in their life. It's not about you.
Right.
But if that should happen, if someone wants a refund or maybe they bought the product twice by accident, that happens all the time. You could just go into Stripe and do your customer service from that end.
Okay.
And you'll see your Pagewheel products in there at that point.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Do you have
you.
any other questions right now?
And don't worry, go play with this today, make your changes, and I'll be on chat. So, and we've gotten you
Okay.
this far. So you see, it's all ready. All you're going to be doing is just tweaking it a little bit.
This is amazing customer service, Sally. Thank you for going above and beyond. Like, wow.
Absolutely.
we
Oh, one more
overcomplicated
thing.
it.
Let me have you click on the Author Hub logo. So when we go back to the main dashboard.
Did I not do it?
Just
Oh,
click.
it's saying if you exit now, all changes will be lost. Are you sure you
Yeah.
want to continue?
Mhm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. Come back down to, and then scroll down to where your recent products are. Okay.
Okay.
So, just for your information, and this is, don't click on anything. I'm gonna talk for a second. If you wanted to go back and edit the coloring book, you would click on, oh my goodness, why am I? Okay. You would click on the coloring book. If you wanted to go in and add a page, subtract a page, whatever, rearrange pages, you would do that. If you wanted to edit the website, you just click on the website and that would take you to the editor of the website. If you wanted to edit the email, you could just click on the email section and that will take you to the email editor. If you want to go ahead and click on your links.
What am I going? Oh, your links.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this, when you're looking for how to share your links, this is the main thing. That's the sales page or offer page share link. So that's what you'll
Okay.
copy when you want to change that. And then these other things, the delivery page and the direct PDF, I don't really use that a whole lot. That's generally if you accidentally delete them and on the delivery email or something like that, that we can go back and find those real easy.
So I just go to the product page to get that link, and then I can post it all over social media.
This is where you want to send people because that's where
Okay.
they're going to pay you or opt in.
Okay.
And you can just
Perfect.
grab that real easy. So let's go ahead and click out of that.
And when you're saying the email, and I know I'm still new here, but I actually have like over 8,000 emails on an Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
So how would I import that?
That's a really, really good question. So we are not a email provider or a CRM. All we do is send that one delivery email for anyone that opts in or buys.
Okay.
Okay. So your 8,000 emails, you may want to set up in a email client like MailChimp or Kit or something like that. And then when you get to that point where you have that set up, which is a really good idea because if you have that many, you could then send out this offer to them so that they could come buy it from you. And then what you could do is, what will happen is if someone buys or opts in to this product, they're going to show up on your list. Has anybody added to your list yet?
On here? No.
Okay, then go ahead and click in. I just didn't want any privacy issues. So you go ahead and click on your list. Go ahead and scroll up to the top.
I just panicked. I thought you meant I had to import it, or like I had to manually add 8,000
No.
emails today.
So yeah, no, absolutely not. So anytime someone buys, they're going to show up or opts in, they're going to show up here. Okay. And then if you want to add them to that list of 8,000 that you already have, you can download them from here and add them over there, or you can set up an automation through Zapier. Okay.
Wow.
But that's down the road. Don't worry about that right now.
But that's awesome. Yeah.
So that way, as these people come through or you have new people join, you can add them to that list.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I'm sure we'll be contacting you.
I'm around. You can't stump me at this point.
Holly, Holly, that was amazing. Can you do us a favor and in the chat put where we can rewatch today's session?
Yes.
I think you said it was
It's
in the
going to
Facebook.
be, let me grab the link real quick.
Great.
Thank you.
You didn't have to take any notes. We're going to have a replay.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot about the replay, Holly. That's awesome because I was trying to take notes.
yeah.
Should I stop share?
Yeah, go ahead and stop share.
And then I can look at. comments.
So it
We
will
could not
take
see
me,
any
it will take
comments.
me about 40 minutes because this is a long video, but it will be on all of our replays are on this, on our Learn site, learn.pageville.com/replay. All right, any other questions before we finish up today? Kim?
I have to go back and see where I put it because I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it later.
Yeah, I haven't been watching the chat. We've been so
I did say
intense.
in the chat, I commented, I just canceled my website for $500 a year because I had like 3 pages on it that I've been working on for about 4 years.
Yeah.
I finally thought, no, so Pageville just saved me $500. Thank you very much. Because I just made an authority site.
I might need you to write that out, and we're going to add that to our website.
Absolutely, I would be happy to, because I was really, the only reason I had stuck with it was because it's verified through my email provider, right?
Right.
And you actually don't need the website, you just need the domain name.
You need the domain, yeah.
I have discovered. So once I knew that, I let it go, and I'm very happy it's gone. It no longer hangs over my head like I should really make a blog post.
This is a Send Out Cards mug.
Yes.
And by the way, for those of you on the fence about Send Out Cards, this is my favorite mug that April sent me a long time ago.
Is that's the Pointing to Jesus, I think.
No, this one is actually from Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards has this really cool gift section, which
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
April
like,
sent
which
me
is
one time.
Yeah, genius, quite honestly, because I'm like one of those people that, well, I forget my own children's birth dates. I know it's horrifying.
I did that a couple of weeks ago for the first time.
Oh my gosh, I have one in 3 days. I just was like, oh shoot. I need to put it up. But yeah, I'm really, really bad. And Send Out Cards will be like, hey, you can say, oh, send this out for me 6 months from now.
Yeah. I should probably do that. Okay, so question was about, the locking, when you can lock the page.
Yes.
So if I make a share funnel, I did something for somebody the other day, and I basically did pretty much their thing, but I wanted to send it to them so they could finish it up.
Right.
So when I did a share funnel, I locked it. I don't know if she's looked at it or what.
Right.
Is it locked when it goes to her?
That is a really good question. I think it might be. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Just unlock it?
And then she just would unlock it. Yeah.
I think I did. I think because it was locked when I did the little video, like click this to add this, change this, and put your policies here and put your name here. I think I said, click this unlock if you can't edit.
Yeah, exactly. And that, just for your information, that lock, just like everything else, looks scary, but if they click in to edit, there's going to be a pop-up that says you're locked. So
yeah, that's what happened.
It does. It's kind of in the lower, the same place that in the lower left-hand corner that all the like alerts come up.
I do like that feature because I've more than once like hit their spinner and go, no.
And just for, those of you who have not been in Pageville very long, like a lot of times you'll end up flipping through all the steps to get to something instead of going directly from your dashboard, because you're like, oh, I need to change this, and then I need to change this. I'll flip. And then if you accidentally, hit the rewrite or something like that, you're like, my life is over.
But now there's an undo button, right?
There's an undo button and there's a lock button. So there's 2 ways that you can avoid the end of life feeling. So.
Like, oh, there goes my weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Which several of us in this group have had that. Oh my gosh, I have to rewrite
also talked about the hiding button and the trash button. And Holly's a big fan of hiding it. I wasn't really until I discovered, like, on my authority page, it's not fully fleshed out. I just made a quick one, but I'm going to be linking things back to it. So when I'm launching something, I can put the launch right on the authority page, which is my domain name, and then I can just send them to that. But when I'm out of launch mode, I can just hide that for the next time rather than redo the whole thing.
And the other reason why I like the hide is if you do a lot of share funnels like I do, or share. And by the way, when I say share funnels, it's sharing the entire product. So the product plus the funnel. So sometimes, like if I'm sharing it with someone, I might not want that section, but that person might. And so they can just unhide it.
Yeah, I put a video of here's what you're doing. And then I just said, like, hide this or delete it when you're done. I would hide this so the next time you're editing, you can just follow these instructions again.
Yeah.
And then they can hide it so nobody will see it on their page, or only they will ever see it. And it's kind of grayed out a little bit, so it's faded. You can tell it's actually hidden.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, there every once in a while I'll be in the editor and we like, why is this background gray? Why is it gray? Like I didn't set the gray. I'm like, oh, it's hidden.
Right.
Like, so. And that's why you guys, there's no dumb question. Like
No.
I myself was yelling at myself like 3 days ago because I couldn't figure out something was hidden. Like I'm like literally in Page Builder 10 hours a day. So
where's that bar to edit
yeah,
from?
yeah. Where's that damn
Oh, right,
bar?
scroll up.
Also, Kim asked what I was using to write on the screen. It's Zoom. It's like that Zoom crayon.
Oh, it has, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I know it's,
I'm all good.
Oh, Elva's asking about PayPal. And PayPal is coming. And by the way, something else is coming. It's just going to be the new year. And part of the reason was we know that something else is coming as well, which is going to give you even more flexibility, which is why PayPal slowed a little bit. And again, the reason why is kind of what we talked about earlier with Stripe is that we don't want you to have to go set up a bunch of stuff and connect a bunch of stuff. That's kind of the point of Page Wheel. And so it's a lot more complicated than like if we were just like, oh, go to PayPal, set up these things and then connect it. We need you to be able to push one button and have the full integration, which is why it's slow.
I also heard somewhere else in school that took them a long time to do a particular thing, which was bring up different levels of membership. And they said they introduced lots of new features all the time, but they said money stuff is not where you want to find bugs for your people. You don't want them getting bugs when they're doing money.
No, and and we're really, really cautious about that. And I mean, we launch a lot of products I launch a lot of features that might be buggy, but we don't want that when it comes to like taking money. We know how that can change your reputation very quickly. So we're very sensitive about that. Elva asked if if you can upload more than one PDF. Yes. So you could go and upload PDFs from the beginning. And then once you get it into the editor, you could add an additional PDF down in that left-hand corner. There's add a PDF. So you could just keep adding PDFs, add a PDF. And so you could use Page Wheel to pull in files from 10 different places if you wanted to. And then you can rearrange them. The easiest way to do that is on the grid view on the editor page, and you can rearrange them if you want to. And then you can add Page Wheel pages if you want to, or you could delete some of those PDF pages if you want to. So you could use it kind of as a combination place if you want to. There is a limit to the size. If you hit that limit, hit that live chat button and talk to me, because I have magical override powers. And so I can usually upload it for you. And if that doesn't work, I can go to the team. The limit is not because we don't want you to put a big file in there. The limit is so that somebody or a bot doesn't just upload millions and millions and millions of files to override Page Wheel's access. So we're not trying to, in fact, lately nobody's hit that limit recently. We've gotten it to a point where it's pretty usable, but if you do, just talk to me because I'll be able to upload it. We're not trying to limit you. We just don't want it a way for somebody to take the website down for security reasons. Yeah, so I love the hide feature is also good if, let's say, Christina, if you were like on that delivery page, you wanted to build in the section already that says the replay is here. You could build it today and just hide it until the replay is available and then pop that link into it and unhide that section. So sometimes when you're like, okay, I'm going to build this all out so I only have a 1-minute task when I have that link, you could do that. Or you could just add it later. You don't have to worry about planning, but that's just another reason to use the hide button.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, Jennifer, we don't have a way to lock section by section yet. And I don't even know that we'd end up doing that eventually because we have the ability to rerun the AI in just a section. So I like it, it's a lot less needed than it than a few months ago, and we didn't have any of it. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. The image limits, we had image limits for a long time, but there probably is an image limit, but you could just, we now resize your photos and make them into web page formats so that the websites are a lot faster than they used to be. We used to have to make sure it was a certain limit, your size was a limit so that the website wasn't bogged down by it. We do that. We're a lot more savvy at that process now. So I don't know that there is. And if you, it's not going to be a really, I would upload it and most of the time it's going to go through. And if it doesn't on that, you might want to just downsize it yourself. I do not have override limits on the images, but again, nobody's complained about that recently. So I don't think, credit, yes. So if you guys are on like 20 AI credits a month, we realize that AI is not super awesome sometimes. And by the way, that's one of the AI sections that we have on the ticket board to upgrade. We're on an older version of ChatGPT, OpenAI, than is currently available. We are going to be upgrading that so that you do have better image capabilities. If you run into the limitation on the 20 credits and it's not the end of the month yet, just live chat me. I can override that and give you more credits. Eventually, when the system's working real well and we know that you're not burning credits on crap, which we understand you are right now, you'll be able to buy more credits, but we're not at that level yet. So just message me and say, hey, I need some more credits. If you say, please, I'll do it right away.
What is the credits for?
For the AI images. So like AI image generation. And here again, it's not because we don't want you to have 40 beautiful AI images this month. It's because we don't want, bots going in and just running, because we pay for those. So we just want to make sure that people who are actually using them are running the credits. That's just so we don't have to charge you more. So, all right. Well, I've taken a lot of your time today. So amazing. Thank you, Brenda and Christina, for letting us use you guys as guinea pigs today. And Monday I will be back. And so if anyone has any issues in between now and then, we can do some more after the training on Monday as well. So don't give up. Y'all are going to launch 1 million websites and you're going to be like, that was nothing. So have an amazing weekend and I'll see you guys on Monday.
Thank you, Holly.
Awesome call. Thank you. Thank you.